you could go back in time and talk to the younger you who was just starting out in life, what would you say to you? Be smarter, save earlier, don't bet on the Cubs to win the World Series?
There's more to life than money. And how would you suggest finding that balance? Would that be just pre-planning and maybe setting aside a smaller fund of you have X amount per month for those splurges and the rest of that money is all going toward your savings? Or do you suggest just cutting it altogether?
Either one is a great plan. If all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and you don't want to be a miser, you don't want to be a hermit, you don't want to never have any fun in life, but there's a difference between having fun in life and spending indiscriminately and then waking up at the end of the month and discovering a massive credit card bill. So you need to recognize the importance of doing both so that you say to yourself, this is the amount of money I'm going to spend on this activity in this period of time, and when I've spent it, I'm done. See, Jean and I had a real opportunity that you don't have. Back when we were in our 20s, it was extraordinarily difficult for people in their early 20s to qualify for a credit card. And there was no such thing as an ATM. So every Friday afternoon, we had to go to the bank and take money out of the bank. And banks closed at 3 o'clock. And if we forgot to go to the bank or we got busy and didn't get to the bank by Friday at 3 and take out $50 for the weekend, we spent no money on the weekend because we didn't have the cash. Today, you don't have that forced discipline. Today, you have credit cards readily available to you. And you have ATMs. You ever run out of cash? Not a problem. You can go get more 24/7. And so it's easy for you to overspend because you'll be determined, I'm going to go to that restaurant, but I'm not going to spend more than X amount of money. We'll go to the bar, but I'm not going to spend more than X. We'll go to the movies. I'm not going to buy popcorn. And before you know it, because you just flashed the card, you discover that you've spent far more money than you wanted to. It's sort of like the person who says, I'm going to go on a diet. I'm not going to eat an entire box of donuts. Next thing you know, the donuts are gone. Our best intentions get in the way because we are creatures of emotion, not creatures of intellect at the end of the day. Impose self-discipline as much as possible. Leave the credit cards home. Have X amount of cash in your pocket, and when you're done spending it, you're done. Decide in advance what you are going to splurge on, and go ahead and splurge freely, willingly. But when you're done, you're done. And make sure that you've done that after you've allocated money to your savings programs, both short-term goals like a car and long-term goals like a house and retirement, so that you can then spend freely without guilt.